Geminis, hello, how are we? This is your snapshot into 2023. So what I did is I picked a card each for the beginning, the middle, and the end of the year. Also pulled some oracle cards here and some clarifier cards for these cards. This year for you is going to be all about relationships. Again, it does not have to just be romantic relationships, friendships, work relationships, family relationships, whatever it is. It just feels like those are going to come into question again this year. We have karmatic relationships in our oracle card here, which means polarity, soul growth, and conflict. As you can see, two people are kind of separated by the two worlds there. So again, relationships are going to come into major, I feel like, focus in this year. Beginning of the year, where we are right now, it's feeling like someone is not on the same side as us, or we're not having a collective goal together. We're not building something here. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, which means something isn't feeling like a team, whether this be a relationship, whether this be work. It just doesn't feel like there's some give and take here. It feels like almost like one person is doing all of the work, and we are supposed to be building something and creating something as a team, and it's a bit frustrating, and I'm feeling that frustrated energy right now from you, Geminis, where you're kind of at right now. Just something seems one-sided. Maybe this is the opposite, maybe this is you, but I have the Six of Pentacles in reverse here, which means like doing stuff for yourself. You're like, I can do everything by myself, I can do it kind of all alone. Here, there is the Emperor in reverse as well. Aries energy, but also can represent Gemini, someone that's kind of bossy, overpowering, kind of, again, not a strong leader in the way that you would want to or hope for. This person might be a bit controlling, a bit bossy, maybe telling you what to do. It's not really being part of a team. I just feel that I just feel frustrated. I feel frustrated right now. I'm getting from that. So that might just be your energy going into 2023. It's like, I'm just frustrated. And that's totally okay. You're allowed to have that space, and you're allowed to be frustrated here, because in the beginning or in the middle of the year, we are really moving into a space of kind of manifestation. We have the Magician here. So it seems like whatever this problem is, it's going to resolve itself, because in the middle of the year, you're going to feel really empowered. You're going to feel really like, I can create whatever reality I want. That's a Magician. He knows he has all the tools to create what it is that he wants out of life. He's the master. He's the magician. We also have Judgment here, and we also have the Hierophant. When I get this, Hierophant is kind of, could represent Taurus energy, but it also represents, for me, kind of higher counsel. So for some of you, you might be becoming more spiritual or getting into spirituality. If not, you might be going to a therapist or something like that. But with the Judgment here as well, it's like, it almost feels like this kind of being more open to the universe, or being more open to that kind of spiritual side. So some of you might be kind of going on that journey, or working kind of with the universe here, because that's what it's feeling. It's feeling like devotion in a way, and not in like a religious sense of being like devoted to God and His rule, but it just feels like you're going to be more open to that kind of side, the spirituality side. So maybe something happens through this year where you're kind of getting a little more connected that way, or finding peace, being a little bit more connected here, because it seems like you're going to end the year on a strong note. We have the King of Swords, which is air sign, which Gemini is an air sign as well, which represents intellect. So you're gonna be really intellectually sharp at the end of the year. The King of Swords has no time for kind of BS. Some people say that he might be cold energy. I don't think so. He just uses his brain. Like, he's just more intellectual based. So you might be seeing things really clearly. You might be kind of moving into a space that uses your brain a lot, or a job that kind of has to do kind of with intelligence. There is going to be still this conflict that's hanging around, but I don't want you to worry about the conflict so much. I think here the Hangman is present, so the Hangman is telling you to just wait it out. Like, it almost, again, with these two cards beside each other, for me is feeling like there's going to be conflict, but I just want you to kind of excuse yourself from it. You're just being like, nope, I'm drawing myself back from that, and knowing kind of when to draw yourself back to, from that conflict, because this conflict might try to kind of suck you in here a little bit. We do have cornucopia popping out here, which means abundance, which means, you know, on the way to prosperity. And I think that's what this year is kind of going to be for you. You're going to see what's working for you and what's not really working for you, and where you're going to put your energy in and where you're kind of not, Gemini.